All right, guys, welcome to Mining Positivity with PJ, and we've got a special episode today. Today is going to be episode 50. So, really, we've uploaded more than 50 episodes, but I haven't been counting the Monday Mines. This will be the first one I've ever done with that because it's kind of a special episode. And so, if we look over here, I think the reason that stuff's kind of staggering up there is because this is right around where we first spawned when we started this whole adventure. I chose this seed specifically because I knew about the Mushroom Island, and I had never played a game where I got to build on a Mushroom Island or even have a base or live by one. So I was like, I want to do something different. That'll be cool. I think that'll be like kind of a different environment, and I want to play it on hard and have a place where I'm not just going to be getting like just killed over and over and over again. And so that was the plan with that. And so I just wanted to spend this episode talking about all the different things that has happened, all the different things that we've kind of been through and things like that. And yeah, so when we first started this adventure, we spawned here, and yeah, like having no idea what was going to happen, how I was going to do a Let's Play, never done one before, never recorded myself, didn't have any real equipment, was using the Xbox to record, was using the built-in microphone to record my voice, which sounded horrible, was wandering around somewhere over there and came out somewhere like right about here, because I remember this area because in episode 1, we found Charles. And I remember finding Charles somewhere like around this area or right on the other side of this little ridge. And so we made our first boat out of some jungle wood, or the boat might have actually been in the initial chest that you get when you start. At least I had it set up to where it gave me a starter chest. And yeah, we got in this boat and we sailed across here to our Mushroom Island, which was nothing but mycelium and mushroom everywhere. I mean, like, I'm looking at this now, and coming over here looks nothing like it did when we first started. And to think, like, this is still gonna change a ton. There's still a ton more to do here, but we came and landed, like, right in this little area. And I remember it being night and being like, this is so weird that there's, like, no mobs, and it's nighttime, and I don't actually have to worry about that. And we made this little dock where we just like knocked out 2 blocks and was like, yeah, that's a dock. And yeah, somewhere like right over here, we kind of just came up here, and I was like, I want to be inland on the island. And so we put down like a couple pieces of wheat, like right around there. And right here, we had like maybe a bed, some plants, I remember being right here, and like, I don't know, a piece of wood with a torch on it. And that was like our whole base. Because I remember actually talking about that, like, we don't really need a base because there's no mobs. So we can kind of go get resources, come back, make a base and things like that. We started our first little mine shaft like right here, and then decided later on we didn't need that because there were so many holes just like all over the place. The ground was just completely tore up everywhere. And right here, we actually planted our first jungle tree and just got a bunch of jungle wood and things like that. And I wound up keeping this tree because I was going to make this a nice Christmas tree during Christmas time, but we never wound up doing a Christmas series. We did like every other holiday, and we're doing Valentine's Day right now, but we never did Christmas. But yeah, like none of this was here. This area, I'm going to put a screen grab of what this looked like because this was just like a mess. Just an absolute mess. And then we leveled it off, built this awesome house. I love this house so much. Like, I remember building this area first, I think, and we built this kitchen. This kitchen's fantastic. I love it. I don't nearly spend enough time in here, just because we're late game now, and so we don't need to cook very often or anything like that. Then we built this workroom. And didn't really have much to put in here. I don't think we had enough iron to even make this anvil. But we built this workroom. This wall got changed out a few times into different things. And after we had built this bottom half of the house, we built that and this. And this took a long time to make this room, and like kind of figuring out what I wanted it to look like. We eventually got our enchanting room built in here, which I love this. I love this like nature green theme going on in here. We built this awesome creepy attic up here, which I love that I can leave dark because the mobs can't spawn in here. We were putting all of our wither skeleton skulls in here as we got them. And yeah, I gotta watch not to get caught. But this is my favorite part of this whole build still. Is just being out here and being able to see all these different areas. That looks way different than it originally did. Let me flip this to day real quick because I want to look at like where we first had our XP farm. So I remember finding this like, again, just gaping hole in the ground, like right around here somewhere. And through that hole in the ground, we created this little passage right here because all of this was exposed. There was no stone or anything there. And so we would come down here, and there used to be a door right here, and I would open the door and then break all the seaweed and then go up and use it to create our XP farm. And so, because you can do that like within the first like 2 days of playing, you can get enough. Really, maybe, one day in Minecraft is like 10 minutes. So it'd be really difficult to get everything you needed for this. But yeah, getting your XP farm up and running is pretty simple. So we made that. We started raking in the XP. We made our nether portal, our first one, like right over there. And we went into the nether, and man, I just remember struggling so hard to find nether wart. Like, oh man, go back and watch those episodes. Like, just struggling so hard and finding like a nether fortress that had no nether wart. And out of years, I've been playing Minecraft almost, and I mean really close to when it first released. And I've always found nether wart, like anytime I went in the nether, like looking for that. But to find a fortress and just episode after episode of not finding any nether wart, but eventually we found it. We made our smelting stations and our vine farm and our storage area, which has been revamped over time. We went way that way and found our flower gardens where we just kept spawning oak trees until we found some bees, and we made this awesome bee area, which led into creating like the pumpkin farms and things like that. Actually, I think maybe the pumpkin farms existed at that time, setting up our tree farms. Like, just so much has happened in this Let's Play. And since this is a Monday Mine episode, we're going to go to my happiest place, the place that makes me the most excited about this entire island, which was our Halloween series. Man, did I have fun making this series. Halloween is my favorite holiday. Like, everything that went down, getting these bone dudes and like making these structures and this whole build was just so much fun. This thing was just like a blast to figure out the redstone to get the eyes to light up at night. But it is a Monday Mine, and so I just want to talk about finding your passions. Find things that you are wanting to do that you've never done before, and just give it a try. I had never made a Let's Play. I had never recorded myself playing video games in any kind of fashion like this to upload to YouTube. Actually, my YouTube channel was a music YouTube channel. Like, I play guitar and sing, and I make guitar covers and things like that and original music. And that was my YouTube experience. And I just wanted to do this for the longest time. And I was like, man, at some point I'm going to do this. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. I'm going to love it. And finally got around to just trying. And man, those early episodes were bad. They were bad. And the audio was bad. The recording was bad. I remember like recording episodes and having to re-record the entire thing because there was no video, or sometimes there was no audio, and that happened a lot because I was recording through the Xbox when it first started. And yeah, it was weird. But yeah, find something you've never done before that you've always wanted to do, and then just do it. So yeah, challenge yourself, and you'll be amazed at how much fun it can be. Man, this place is creepy. Even like coming back here, this was really cool. There's a lot of mobs spawning around there. But And you could only build something like this in a mushroom island. Otherwise, you'd have all kinds of things, creepers like spawning and blowing things up. But man, that was a great build. I had so much fun with that. And yeah, if you challenge yourself to do something new, and it's okay if you struggle with it at first, you'll figure it out little by little. You'll figure it out. It's raining out. It's always raining on this island. How many episodes of just rain coming down again and again? But like coming down here, starting our mine shaft and things like that. So much fun. Going to the end, beating the dragon. Just all the great adventures we've been on. The Wither, all of that stuff. It's just been fantastic. And right now we're in our Valentine's build series, and that's going great. And I'm really happy with the way things are coming out. I think that whole little Valentine's Island area is just going to be great when it's done, and a place that I love to go visit and look at. And this whole thing has been in survival the entire time. We still have our achievements enabled. No creative anything. In fact, speaking of creative stuff, so when I made this survival world, I made a copy and then made that creative because I wanted to be able to tour this area. But unfortunately, I fired that creative one up to try to come and look at this area and get some footage of it before I built here. And when it converted to 1.18, it changed the terrain and everything. So not only do we have this world, but this world can never be reproduced. It will never look the same. The terrain will be different. In fact, this is all a snowy biome. Like in the 1.18 version of this, this is all like very small. The Mushroom Island's small, and all of this is just snow. Just snow everywhere. And yeah, it looks totally different. But guys, I'm just having a blast. I can't believe it's raining right now, but I'm just having a blast doing this. I'm having a blast being positive and having these Monday Mine episodes and sharing some positivity. And hopefully you guys are too. If you're watching this, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you so much on the next episode of Mining Positivity. Bye, guys.